Okay, so, before we close out the LP, let's clean up with some odds and ends that are just kind of left over from the story.
There's a lot of odds and ends left over in the story. I feel like many of them were cut.
I would agree with that, but unfortunately we only have 8 minutes worth here. So let's start with our good friend Lolo and the Love Quadrangle.
Man, you can practically hear the pin I've just taken out drop.
So Lolo needs a gust boulder in order to finish the water wheel that she's been working on all game. I'm not entirely sure what she needs a boulder for, but sure, whatever. Let's go with that.
I mean, like, continuing to propel the wheel, I don't know.
It's a water wheel. It's under a waterfall. It has one job.
But, like, maybe it can go faster? I don't know. I mean, and apparently it doesn't work. So, like, I don't know, you're the mechanical genius here, but I feel like what you're building is not a water wheel, but just kind of like a reverse windmill. Like, it's a giant fan that happens to be sat in a river.
I can imagine the gears in Lolo's head turning, like, what if we use the water wheel to turn the water?
Like, if they spin it fast enough, they can get it flowing back up that cliff. Like, also, like, don't you traditionally not need to spin a water wheel yourself? Like, this is the person who we think is gonna build Millie a body?
Just fucking shot down. That was not me, by the way. The game just automatically cuts off her dialogue line there.
Like, I don't even know if we can even credit him with that being a shoot down. That's just him saying it and just happening to completely kill what might have been a moment.
So, next we're going to turn our attention to Gina, who has apparently never told us about our father, but once it's all said and done, we should come back home, and she'll tell us all about it. Well, as it turns out, you may remember that there is a mystery prize at the Colosseum, and it costs like 100,000 points to get. And we can't get it until I think the trigger is actually beating the super boss, because I still can't get it even at this point when I'm the champion.
Yeah, that sounds like the kind of thing a JRPG would do.
But, that mystery prize, is a portrait of Varys. And the only description it has is, I wonder who it belongs to. It belongs to Gina. So make of that what you will.
Oh boy. I'm not even really sure why that matters at this point. Like, there's a obvious implication, but like, again, what does it matter?
Yeah, in service of what? Who can say? Anyway, here's I'm gonna cut you off real quick there because here's an entire ass side quest that we never once explored because it's stupid. But you know those Greythorns that are wandering around? we can just fucking swap bodies with them.
I see.
And when we do that, we can wander around and we can talk to people as a Greythorn, and they'll have different dialogue. And this dialogue is where, like, 90% of the setup for Eternal Wings is.
That's a strange place to put it. I mean, it's not entirely the... I can kind of see how you might not want to, like, spend most of your time in a prequel doing setup and, like, have it be there, but have it be optional and like, kind of hidden even, but, like...
But yeah, see, like, we can find out that, for example, Rodolfo is still on the take from the Empire, which does match up with what we know of him from Eternal Wings.
It's fitting. Like, are we confined to one screen while we do this?
Yes. Yes, you are stuck on the current screen. You can't leave because Sagi's body is stuck where the original was.
And, like, Sagi's body isn't just gonna wander around squeaking. Like, that seems like a thing that you'd be at risk of partaking in this.
Anyway, we have one last thing to show off, and everybody wants to see the big super combos, so by God, we are going to inflict some violence on this dragon.
I want to see numbers on cards. That is a good-ass interface effect. That's extremely game design. That was 100% the correct way to signify that you're setting up a combo.
So that did 9,000 damage. For comparison's sake, our regular, like, Godling's Rapture combo does, like, 2,000.
Yeah, that seems pretty good. I'm like, how much of a pain is it to set that up, given that you haven't done it, apparently, the entire time?
Oh, quite a pain. You pretty much have to build the deck around doing it. But Gilo's got one too, let's see that for good measure.
That seems worthwhile. Like, I don't know, maybe this is gonna be a controversial game design opinion, but I feel like if you have a deck building game, then, like, building your deck around a particular incredible desired outcome is normal. You might even call it game design. Well, that's the note we're going out on, folks.
You know, I can't think of a better thing to go out on rather than the incredible violence.
The power of incredible violence.